This is MikeBot. Welcome to part 2 of the 3D printing designer series, 3D Print Bunny. So in the first video I showcased the butterfly mural, the twisted star bowl, and the lotus flowers. So basically I'm about to show everyone what the final product looks like. There was some issues with the butterfly mural, and it's basically due to Bamboo Studio. There's I guess a glitch or a bug in the system, and the lines don't print properly, so the 3D Print Bunny has spoken to Bamboo and they're working on a fix, but she's come up with a temporary band-aid until now. Originally I was going to show off my solution that I've come up with, but it's still not perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the 3D Print Bunny solution, which works out really well. So essentially what you want to do is you want to rotate the actual print by 5 degrees on the z-axis, just like that. So you want to rotate it 5 degrees on the z-axis, and then you want to change the wall generator from classic, and you want to change the wall generator to Arachne from classic. So if you can't find it, it's under quality, wall generator, or you can just search it here and type in Arachne. Or actually type in wall generator, it's safer. And then it'll point you right to it. And then leave the rest of the settings as recommended by the 3D Print Bunny. Slice and print it, and that's it. That fixes the line issue with the butterfly mural. Simple as that. So now I'm gonna skip over to show everyone what the 3D print, what they looked like before, after, and then after the fix, as well as the other two prints. Once I show those off, I'm going to do a quick time lapse of all the prints, and then we can proceed with the last 4 prints, which are the Valentine heart ornament, the twisted star bowl, the skeleton feather bowl, and I think the last one was the customizable Valentine heart that I'm missing. And I'll run through the settings, print them, and then the third video, which will be really quick, will just be going over those prints and showing everyone what they look like. So just before I jump over to those prints, I do want to point out something I made a mistake with in the first video. So when we were going through the butterfly mural, there was one called dual color files. And I'd mentioned you grab the strings and one of the boxes and you select them, so I'll show you how to do that. So select the mural strings and box 1, click open, and then load these files as single objects with multiple parts, yes. So what I had done in the first video, I went to color and then I was doing this, and I mentioned it was a pain in the butt. I didn't do it correctly, I made a mistake, so I'm just going to correct myself. So what you want to do here is, instead of doing the global view, you want to do the objects view, and then you want to select the strings, and then you change your color this way. And that's the easy, fast way of changing the strings, and I just wanted to correct that in case there was some confusion in the first video. That's basically it. So now we'll proceed with showcasing the finished prints, and then I'll proceed from there. As mentioned in my first video, I would showcase the final prints on everything once they are done printing. So in the first video we did the butterflies, which are right here, and I did 2 of the bowls. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the butterflies first. So as I showed in my first video, this one was destroyed, and this was completely my fault. When I was removing it off the bed, I was too violent with it and the strings were weak. So I spoke to the 3D Print Bunny, and she mentioned that there is a flaw or an issue or a bug in the Bamboo software, which is why the strings aren't as strong as they are supposed to be. She's provided me with a fix, but I've also come up with my own fix. I would recommend going with her fix over mine, because hers came directly from Bamboo, while my fix is just a tweak with the settings using just something I was kind of messing around with and kind of knowledgeable on. So anyway, this one's destroyed 2 reasons. The strings are too weak, and I was too violent when I was taking it off the bed. So unfortunately this one is scrapped. So this one here was still using the default settings, And as you can see, the strings are very weak. It was very hard to remove, but if I do this, see how the strings are just breaking right off? So there's obviously an issue, and that's the flaw. See them down here, they're super solid. I can't take them off if I try really hard. But the top ones, they just came right off. So I just officially scrapped this one by doing that to show it for the video. And again, this is because of the flaw with Bamboo Studio, or I guess I keep saying flaw, but it's the bug with Bamboo Studio. So that's that. So that's where I decided to tweak the settings myself. So here's a tweaked version of the settings. Again, they're very, very weak up top. Not too happy with it. I'm going to be gentle so I don't break it. I've already just had to scrap 2 of them. These are about 90 grams of filament and about 2 to 3 hours to print on a Bamboo printer. So again, this is with my first attempt at tweaking the settings. As you can see, it's not perfect, and I will show the settings later on in this video that I used to do this. Don't recommend you do this, still not great. So then we go to the other ones here, tweak the settings some more. It's starting to get a little stronger, but it's not as strong as it can be. Still very fragile, especially at the top here. And then I continued playing with the settings a little more, and this one is a little bit more solid, still very weak. So that's why I was saying, don't use my settings that I'm going to show. Use the 3D Print Bunny and Bamboo collaboration fix on this. So here's this one in silk. It's not great because I used the settings I'm going to show later. The sides came out nice. Top is just a little, a lot of holes at the top. And I think that's the way they're supposed to be actually, just due to the nature of the way it's printed. But overall, I can do this, and it'll still stay in place. So like I said, they're still a little weak at the top, but they are much stronger than the first attempt. So my settings do work, but they're a band-aid, they're not a fix. And I'll just showcase the rest of them here. Some of them are a little broken, and that's mainly due to user error. Some were printed on the P1P, some were printed on the P1S. Again, the top is still weak. And I'll just go through all of them really quick until I get to the 3D Print Bunnies fix. So you can see the orange, still weak at the top. The green, still weak at the top, but if you move it back, you can see the whole beautiful effect of it, making it look like it's floating. You can't even see the strings. And if you go up close, you can see them. So there is what it looks like because the strings aren't perfect. And I'll just show off the rest of them really quick. Here's the red one. I'm also going to show everyone how to do it properly using the multicolor file that she provided. I know I skipped through that really quick in the first video, but I'll properly showcase that in this video. There's the yellow one. Here's another multicolor silk one. Rainbow silk. And then here's the one with the fix. And I will post the fix that the 3D Print Bunny and Bamboo have come up with in this video. So as you can see, the strings up top are much, much stronger. And this is temporary until Bamboo fixes the bug in their studio. So those are the butterflies. I will just move them aside so I can show the next one off. So next, I want to showcase this guy. I use the default settings that the bunny provided me with, and as you can see, it's beautiful. I used 2 different types of filament to do this, to give it this effect. And you can see the strings are pretty good on this one, minus a couple strings that are snapped here and there. They're kind of hard to showcase, but it's flawless in my opinion. Like, this is done with no supports. Like, wow, she's really good at what she does. And then the one that I'm really excited to show is the wood filament. So I made this one using wood, and as you can see, came out looking pretty good. I have to clean it up a little bit. With wood filament, you get a little bit of, I guess, hairs and tiny little dots here and there. They can be cleaned up with just your hand if you want. But the beauty of using wood filament is that you can sand it with sandpaper. It doesn't smell like wood anymore, only when it was burning. But it is lightweight and feels really good, and it looks great. There's a line going down the middle here. I don't know why there's a line there. I'm sure there's a reason behind her design. I'll have to double check and get back to everyone on that. But yeah, there's the wood one. So now I will proceed with showing everyone the settings for the butterfly with the official fix from 3D Print Bunny and Bamboo Studio. And then I will slice the last 4 files, print them, showcase them, and then we can wrap this series up with the 3D Print Bunny. So if you have any questions or comments on these, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm also in touch with the 3D Print Bunny, so if I can't answer it, I will reach out to her and she'll either post it on her pages or let me know and I will post it in the comments. So she's done a really good job at actually getting these settings bang on. So now let's proceed with the next set of prints. So I've done the butterfly mural. I've done, I believe it was called the lotus flower and the twisted star bowl. So next, let's work with the customizable Valentine heart. So I'm going to go with the 3MF file here. So here's the Valentine heart. She's already colored it. Very nice of her. Saves us the headache from having to do it. But had it not been colored already for me, I do have that draw tablet that I speak so highly of. So here's the next part of this. So she's also included a ton of letters for this. So I'm going to load some letters up here. I'm going to load the letter M up. And then basically you can choose whatever letter you like and print that. And then they just clip onto there. Super easy. She's done a fantastic job of this. So I'm going to do 2 letter M's. I'll arrange that. Let's add another build plate. That's going to go here. And then I'm going to get that printed off shortly. So what I'm going to do, I have the textured PEI. I'm going to play with the colors and all that. But I'm not going to adjust this yet because I want to open up the other prints first. So the other ones I haven't done yet are the Mother's Day bowl. I'll go with the steeper sides one. Move that here onto a new plate. And get a new plate going here. Load the next file. Then got the skeleton feather bowl here. And the last file is the Valentine heart ornament. So there's 2 files here. And I'm not going to load them on, I'm going to load them as separate files. So there they are. So these are the remaining 4 files I have, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah. So those are the last 4 files I have remaining. And I'm going to go through the settings shortly, and I'm going to give those a print, then do a comparison video. And I think I might be able to get this series wrapped up in 2 videos actually, so I'll do my best. So let me start with the Valentine heart. What's so nice about this? So she pre-picks the colors for you. Obviously you can change them to whatever you want. She gives you all the letters as well, which is really nice. Fantastic design. Looks really, really good, and you don't need supports either. Mother's Day bowl is also really nice. She's given 2 examples here. And she's basically put mom in every single language like that. Very, very well thought out. Like, look at that. So that one's going to be a nice one. Now I'm kind of wondering if I should have done this in wood. No, this might look better in 0.4 mil versus 0.6 actually. So I'll come up with a plan and proceed from there. And let's look at the other ones really quick here. See what her designs are. So this one's really nice as well. I don't know if this fuzzy skin is done on purpose or if it's just a bad photo. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do her a favor. I'm going to take really nice high definition pictures of these, remove the backgrounds, and send them to her as well once this is all done. And this is the last one. Another really nice bowl here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start the coloring process of all of this. And I'm going to, what is it, 4 files? I'll use 4 of my 5 printers to print this. I also have another video, it might be out by the time this video drops, but it's showcasing one of STL Flix's really cool gentleman's bars, they call them. So the X1C, as of this video right now, the X1C is busy finishing that print up, but if it frees up, I will launch a couple of these on my X1C, put one on the A1 just to see what the A1 can do, and then put the rest on the P1P and P1S. So now for the settings. So first things first, I don't know why this is set to draft. That's probably my doing. I'm going to move it back to standard. I like to make everything with 3 walls, so I'm going to increase that to 3 walls and leave that at 15%, but put triangles. Triangles are a lot stronger, so that's why I like to go with triangles. Leave the rest of the settings as is. I'm not going to do supports. I don't want to mess around with the settings too much. There's no real settings here. That's a thing. I believe this is an STL file. Yeah. So because they're an STL file, there isn't really much settings provided. If it was a 3MF, it would be. So I'm just going to take a guess here. I'm going to go with standard. Not going to get too fancy. And I'm going to go ahead and start with my P1S. Sync these colors up. Sure. Okay, and I want to start with this guy here. So let me zoom in. So it looks like it is meant to be fuzzy. Interesting. Very neat. So what I'll do is I'm going to make this heart red. So I'll change filament to red. And this one here, I think I am going to keep it as blue. Yeah, I like that. So I'm just going to arrange this. Auto rotate. Let's arrange again. This one here, I'm going to reset it because I don't like it laying down. And in order to reduce the 200 filament changes to do this, because there's nothing fancy going on here, I'm going to split the plates up. Now for this heart, I don't know what colors I want to make that yet. Same with this one. But yeah, so just for the sake of this video, I'm going to leave it as a surprise with my final option on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up splitting all these up between different printers, change the colors accordingly, and then in a third and final video, I will showcase the color combination I have chosen and mention what I like and don't like. If I don't like anything, I doubt I won't. But I just wanted to go over the settings here, and there's not really much to go over. It's pretty standard stuff here. I don't know. Yeah. If I do change anything with the settings, I'll mention in a third video. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as defaults just because. And I'm going to surprise everyone with my color combination at the end in video 3. That's it for video 2. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Make sure to go and check out 3D Print Bunny's fantastic, amazing work. Some of the best out there, in my opinion. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any questions for 3D Print Bunny, you can reach out to her directly or leave something in the comments, and I'll reach out for you. So that's it for now. Please hit that like button if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. MikeBot, out.